Okay. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all here today. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I forgot to mute the stream for me. I just heard my voice. Ooh. It's good to see you all here today. So just a quick reminder to check out the rules. Also we have a nice smooth stream with no issues. It is good to see you all here today. So soon I'm gonna give it a little bit before I bring on my guests. So, hello Deekster, if you're still around. Good to see you. Hey Laura, it's lovely to see you. Good to see you, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Mandy! I know I said hello to you before via text, but like, you know, nothing beats an audio hello. Hey baby! It's Miss Creepy Tales. It's good to see you as always. Also, if people could like this stream and share it around, I would greatly appreciate that. Hey Lone Wolf, it's good to see you. Your premiere was absolutely amazing, by the way. Hey, it's the Jedi or you Sith today. Hey Rando, it's good to see you. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's my favorite dragon. Hello, September. Good to see you, good to see you. Hey, Cement Shoes is back. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, there are the penguins. Hello, Elizabeth. It's always good to see your lovely face. Yes, please do not forget to like the stream. Likes are always greatly appreciated, so... Just a sec. Sorry, just some quick ASMR typing for you. Alright, General, thank you for dropping by. Have a good sleep and thank you. I'm just gonna change the background over. I'm not sure when my guest is going to arrive, but I'm sure you'll hopefully enjoy my company until then. Just gonna do that. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Alright, now that should have transferred over. Unless I broke it, which is possible. Hello, Lady Nevermore. It's good to see you. As always. Welcome, welcome. So, how is everyone doing today? Because, you know, just thought I'd check in on you all and... So, I have been doing good. I have been working on a story that keeps growing, and I've been polishing some older stories as well. I love you too, baby! Sorry, I'm just mildly threatening my guest. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Ooh, Laura's writing too. Nice. Baron, we're only here for the stump. Where is the stump? Well, he is currently getting set up at the moment, so unfortunately, Baron, you're going to have to deal with me for a little bit longer. I am so sorry. I know it's the meanest thing I've ever done to you. Like, yes, listen to me ramble on and on and on. Oh, Elizabeth is currently working on a video. Nice. Oh, yeah, sore throats after you get back into making content is an absolute pain, but you'll get through it. You'll get through it. All right, let's have a look. Oh, I'm sorry, Rando. I forgot that you are a Jedi hunter. Yes, Baron. Sometimes you have to deal with me, and I know, but my guest is not as organized as I am. Alrighty. So I'm just... Sorry, I didn't mean to go quite as silent. Alright, so I'm just gonna take a quick sippy sip. So, today... BB, I try to be as organized as possible, but it doesn't always work, unfortunately. Most of the time, it's just a bit of a mess, and I do what I can, and that's just how it goes. So we have, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 6 stories that Somber is going to tell us. I can't remember how long they are, but you'll be able to ask him questions, you'll be able to ask me questions. Although I'm pretty sure most of you know everything about me already, because I have these live streams all the damn time. But yeah. Hey, it's the April tapes. Good to see you. Good to see you. Aw, Dragon, that's very sweet of you. Yes, the dark side does have cookies. Alrighty, so let's have a look. I'm just sending not so gentle. Okay, okay. So our dear guest is currently getting ready. I know, Mandy, I know. So Mandy says, I can't believe you stepped out on nuggies with hash browns. Shh, don't tell the nuggies, okay? I decided to be a bit naughty. I decided to dabble in some hash browns instead of some nuggies, and I feel like I'm having a sordid affair right now, actually. It's very naughty. Please don't tell my nuggies that, like, I get some hash browns on the side, you know, just to even things out. Ooh, Miss Creepy Tales asks a valuable question. Does the dark side have Kit Kats? Yes. Yes, it does. Lady Nevermore says, we love snacks. And Laura is shocked. Elizabeth says, how scandalous. Ooh, it is quite scandalous. Hey, hair raising, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. You have not missed the guest yet. I'm just currently eyeballing, just like waiting for him to arrive, but hello, Angelique. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yes, Miss Creepy Tales absolutely loves her Kit Kats. Think I'm set up? Just here twiddling. Oh, Miss Creepy Tales. So Miss Creepy Tales said, I had an affair with Twix. Kit Kat is heartbroken. Oh my, that's pretty scandalous, Miss BB. That's just, ooh. Hello, Derek. Welcome, welcome. You are more than welcome to hang out here. Christine! Hey, Christine. It is lovely to see you. How have you been? How have you been? So Angelique says, Japanese Kit Kats. Just saying again. I have never had Japanese Kit Kats, but I would like to. Lady Nevermore says, the green tea Kit Kats are so good. I really want a Kit Kat right now. Miss Creepy Tales, why? Why have you ruined my diet? Ignore the fact I had like hash browns earlier. Okay, time for some ASMR typing. Okay. Yes, what have you? Oh, so hair-raising narratives asks, Lady, who is your #1 fan? I don't know. I suppose they're gonna have to go enter the ring and fight it out to say who is my #1 fan. But, yeah, I don't know. Ooh, cheesecake Kit Kats. Oh, they sound good. Baron says, 6 stories, oh, glorious day. Truly the benevolent tree rains its blessings upon its favored son, who in turn nourishes us with his wisdom. Yes. Miss Creepy Tales, BB, what have you done? It is all Kit Kats. Alright, so I'm hoping everyone is excited about the stories and my guest. So for those who don't know, SomberReads is a fellow narrator. He is one of the friendliest narrators as well, so he's a really nice person. I'm just gonna grab his linky loos. They're also in the bottom if you... Hang on. I'll grab his link, even though he's not here, but we can talk about him. Because, you know. I know my streams always end up being about food. It just doesn't matter what's going on. So this is SomberReads' channel. So do yourselves a favor and subscribe to him if you have not already. I'm trying not to burp in your ear. Hang on. Okay, we're good. Yes, BB. BB will always talk about food. Ah, yum. Go for some. Okay, so we have 2 minutes to kill before 2 minutes to go before we drag on Somber. He'll be kicking and screaming, but that's okay. It happens all the time. So yeah. So sippy sip. So, I'm trying out some Diet Coke and I really don't like it. It tastes like imposter Coke right now. It's just it's like I'm trying to cut down sugar. Eat hash browns instead. Ah, my goodness. So if everyone would like to retweet it out, the stream, if you feel generous. Or Hair Raising Narrative says, the background music has me feeling like I'm in a horror movie. I'm in a horror movie right now, Erie. Dun, dun, dun. I know. I don't like Diet Coke either. I was trying to be healthy, but I'm like, My body's like, where's the sugar? Give us the sugar. Yeah. Everyone's just like ripping at me. I was like, Diet Coke. Ew, lady, what are you doing? Gross. Alright. Creepy imposter. Dun dun dun. Where? You guys crack me up. Oh. I like how Rando's like, I happen to like Diet Coke. I'm sorry, Rando. I think you're the only one here who likes Diet Coke. I think it tastes terrible, so sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, so can't tell if the chat's slow or whether everyone's left. But either way. Oh, okay, you like Coke Zero. You like Coke Zero better. Okay, that makes sense. So I have 3 different types of drink. I have a mocha, I have some water, and I have my imposter Diet Coke. Laura, what? Okay, can everyone, is everyone ready for me to grab, Somber, please put yes, or a love heart in the chat. Anything. Just anything to show your love for Somber. For the tree man himself. Okay, so it's Somber. No. Mosquito. Shh, mosquito. Oh, Rando, you don't really like sweet stuff. Guess you would never like me then. I'm kidding. Alrighty, so yes, we got 2 no's. We got BB. No, BB, no. Oh. Alrighty, so time to. Okay, so I'm just going to call the tree man. So, I hope he answers. Better go. There we go. Hello? Hello? I can't hear you if you're talking.
Here we go. I'm finally on. Of course, it's just my headphones doing that stupid thing that they love to do so much.
Okay, you're live, by the way.
All right, all right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good, good. Oh, it's Tanner Stokes is here. If you like the music, it's by Tanner. So everyone praise Tanner Stokes. So.
Yeah, I saw all of those no's in the chat. I agree. Somber definitely should just stay home.
Oh, no. No. So I'm just going to put Tanner's channel. So this is the Music Man's channel. Alrighty. So...
Yes, yes, the beautiful music man.
He says it's like, beautiful music man. And yes, everyone, tell
Yes.
Somber to upload, for God's sakes.
I know, I know. I swear I have to be the worst when it comes to this.
I just bring you on my channel to like roast you. Like,
I know.
why are you doing this wrong? Why are you doing this?
The roast of Somber. It's okay. I'm ready for it.
Yep. Hey, Jason, welcome. Alrighty. So, does anyone have any questions for Somber before we make him tell us stories?
Well, I have a question. Where the hell is Greasy Dave, and why does he never come on whenever I'm on the channel?
Maybe you intimidate him. I don't know.
I guess. I mean, I'm trying to grease up with him. This is trying to have a party here.
Ah, my goodness. This is nothing to say. It's like, huh. Alrighties. I'm just gonna wait.
Hopefully he'll watch this and then just come on the next time I'm here.
Hopefully. So,
Hopefully.
how are you?
Oh, great, great. But definitely, as you know, very, very tired. When with children staying up all night and saying that they're sick, but somehow convincing me to play Minecraft at 4 o'clock in the morning. I could have just got played, or they were actually sick. So I guess we'll just find out.
I think you
Nothing
got played.
but time will tell. I could have gotten played.
You got played. You got played so hard.
Yeah, so at 4 o'clock in the morning, I have to deal with stuffy noses and headaches, and somehow they convinced me to buy them Sonic the Hedgehog on Minecraft, and we stayed up playing that. So, yeah.
Definitely got played. You got played so hard, and you got played. That's the worst part of it. Like, yeah, I don't know if I got played, guys. I'm like,
Yeah, I know. I was hoping for the best, definitely.
So Tanner says, "I've missed both your voices." Who, Tanner? Where have you been?
Yes.
And Tanner says, "Somber, who does your artwork? Because I've always thought it was so rad."
Oh, yeah, let me actually go ahead and pull up his info really quick. Just because he actually does all of the artwork for me. And he's really cool, you know. So if you have any other narrators or anyone looking for artwork, all of his stuff is free to use as long as you post a link to his channel.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, yes, he's actually pretty stellar. But of course, for the life of me right now, I am having the hardest time finding his Twitter.
It always happens when you need it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly, all the time.
so Baron says, you can't just roast the tree man that close to Australia. Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, you're getting roasted.
I know, I know. And it's okay. I mean, once I start uploading, because like I said, I have so much content I need to upload that, I just have yet to get to that. But I will get to it soon.
You said that like 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 2 months ago. So, be patient and time will tell.
So Elizabeth the doll would like to know, what kind of crafter are you? Builder, fighter, miner, etc.?
Oh gosh, are we talking
Minecraft.
like a
Minecraft.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'll tell you, I'm absolutely terrible at Minecraft. So I don't really play it. I basically just watch my kids play it. And one thing that my daughter likes to do is she just likes to spawn as many cats into the game. She just makes a gigantic pit, spawns nothing but cats, and then the game just crashes. And she does this every single time. Like that's like her end call for the game is that's when I know she's done playing. So when it comes to me specifically, I'm quite terrible at the game, so I don't do much of anything.
Okay. So September says, as a fellow parent, Somber, you should never trust your offspring.
Oh God, that's so true. And as long as I've been a parent, I should definitely know this by now. But I'm kind of a big softy when it comes to my kids. Like basically they kind of dictate how the day goes. As you know all too well. I don't know how many times we've been on the phone. You're like, what are you doing? Oh, my kids are dragging me here or dragging me there. So at this point, I've just gotten to the conclusion that I am their permanent chauffeur until they are age of 18.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Tanner will be checking out the art.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I
whoops.
actually got that. Let me can I post that in the chat to his profile or
It
not his
will.
profile?
It will. Okay, DM it to me because you're not a mod, so like it will go like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I should just make you a mod.
Let
It'd be
me
easy.
That would be easy, but we'll do that next time.
Okay. So Maskino says, uploading videos as a YouTuber, please. I hardly have the time. No one's buying that, Maskino. No one's buying that. Although, to be fair, Maskino did post a video earlier today, I think.
Oh dang, yeah. See, then he definitely has me beat by a long shot. So
Eden! Everyone say hello to Eden, one of my lovely mods. You're fine, Eden. You haven't missed the stories yet. We're just
oh yeah,
gently
no.
we're just gently bullying Somber right now.
It's okay. I'm just used to it. This seems to happen every time, that I jump on stream with you, is that everybody's like, hey, bully him.
Yep.
So I'm just used to it, but it's okay.
You're not fired, Eden. It's all good, BB.
Wait, what was that?
I don't know. Like I called Miss Creepy Tales BB once, and then it just stuck. So now we call each other BB.
Well, I think that is absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
So when you see me stealing that, you'll know exactly when.
You steal it, I will end you.
Oh, I'm stealing it for sure.
You're like, that just encouraged me. Wow. So where did you send it to? Did you send it to? Oh, you send it to me on Insta or on? No, you haven't sent it yet.
Yeah, I'm about to send it to you on Instagram right now because apparently I'm so old that I forgot my password, so I can't even log in on my PC. So yeah,
Mm.
so there we go. Just sent it to you on Instagram.
Okay. Okay. So.
And he's absolutely fine with all narrators using his content. Just definitely be sure to link back to his page.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey Lauren, welcome. Welcome. Good, good. Somber and his stories are the topic today. So we'll be bullying him gently and he'll be telling us stories. We'll be keeping him up late tonight.
Oh, not so late. I know. That's the thing. Like, it's just the later the night gets, the more delirious I become. So things will definitely go off the handle, and I can assure you, you will never be monetized as long as you keep this live stream on your channel.
Oh no, I'll just have to unlist this one. You wake up, and you're on Twitter there's the hashtag Somber is over party, hashtag Somber exposed, hashtag Somber is cancelled.
At this point, I'll just accept it.
Jeez. Alright, so put in the chat story time if you would like to hear the first story.
Yes, yes. And in between stories, it's supposed to be an absolute surprise for you guys, but intermission between these stories, Lady is actually gonna serenade us to the next story.
I will end you, Somber. I will end you.
It's
I will
beautiful
mess
vocals.
you up. I will. I can mute you, Somber. Remember that.
That's all right. You can mute me as long as you're not muting yourself, so everyone can hear those beautiful vocals of yours.
Why are you like this? Okay, so we've got a triumph. The lady means it. Dun, dun, dun. We're getting quite a lot of story times. Ooh, she's threatening ending. Eden, don't encourage them. God damn.
Yes. Popularize that hashtag. We will make it famous and she will have no choice. I really think that you really need to let your fans, understand how beautiful your voice is, because I mean that's the thing, everybody loves your voice as it is, so when you hit those falsetto notes to where it's just high pitched and absolutely gorgeous, my god. If you guys have ever played, Skyrim, all the beautiful music in between there, that is Lady's voice right there.
You are lying so much right now.
I mean, I'm definitely not lying. So
I will end you. I will end you.
look, everyone's up for it. So my thought is definitely just do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, if you get canceled, I'll get canceled with you, but at least people will know the beauty of your voice. So I think it's a win-win.
Hey, Arakvi. Also, before I forget, and before Somber tells us his first story, my birthday collab is coming up, so here is some info for it. And I would love it if you all participated. You too, Somber.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be there. I might even do, I'll
do
even
audio.
make one special for you.
Okay.
Yes, so never before heard story. You can only hear it on your birthday.
Ooh, nice. Alright, so I just posted that in the chat. Ooh, Eden wants to do it with me. No. The hair raising, the birthday collab is due on the 29th of July. So you got plenty of time. Laura, yeah, you submitted it, something early, but that's okay. Alright. So which story would you like to share first?
Oh, okay. So you can actually ask them which story they would like to hear, and
Ooh.
you know, we could let everyone choose.
Ooh, okay, I like that idea. So number 1 is Underground City in Colorado. Then there's number 2, house lived in connected to the city. Story 3, murdered family with the feet. That's just how I wrote it in. 4 is flooded city. Number 5 is girl and cult story. And
Ooh, that one's so rough.
And number 6 is the haunted apartment. So those are your choices, guys. So pick whichever one you'd like to hear the most. Hello, Burton. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, Rando's doing collab for it with 42 for it. Nice. Alright, time to have a sippy sip. Okay. So we've got Underground City in Colorado, one for number 6. Another one for Underground City. One for story 5. Which one's that? That's the girl in the cult story. Story 3, the murdered family feet. Girl in the... So no, the haunted apartment one.
So like one of each.
Yes. Yes, have a sippy sip in the streamy stream. BB. Sorry. Alright, so pick. How about, you know what, you're just gonna have to do them all.
I know. I think that's basically the way that it's gonna have to go. Hopefully, you know, I don't get to the point of where I'm delirious and start stumbling over my words, so you will all have to be patient.
Yeah, everyone be nice to him. He already has to put up
Yes,
with me.
please. Please. And it's been a nightmare today. It's been a nightmare. All those times that you've called me just screaming into the phone, I am the true Dragonborn. I'll never understand it, but
Excuse me, you challenged me when it came to who is the true Dragonborn. So, and clearly, I'm the true Dragonborn. You are the inferior imposter Dragonborn. Hey,
well,
Outrun, welcome to the stream. Yep, I'm the true Dragonborn.
I mean, definitely wishful thinking, you know, is very popular. So, you know, if you truly believe it, I will allow you to believe it. But
What
as
do you
long
mean
as
you
you
will
understand,
allow me to believe it?
as long as you understand that it is not
What
true.
the hell is that? Yeah, look, see, Laura says, Lady is the true Dragonborn.
No, I am the true Dragonborn. You know,
No.
let's see.
Look, Laura said so, therefore it's true. Are you okay?
You know that there should be a race of you know, tree people actually in Skyrim. That would be absolutely fantastic.
Like Ents? Like in Lord of the Rings?
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
that would be cool.
You know, but I mean, they're pretty badass. You know, we'd have to kind of fit. You know, definitely similar to the Argonians. You know that you know, we're not too OP. We gotta at least let someone else attempt to be Dragonborn in their lifetime.
Hang on. What race did you pick in Skyrim?
You know, and that's the thing. I've picked all of them except for the Breton, and the only reason I haven't chosen them is because their base character just puts me off immediately. I'm like, I can't build a cool looking character around that face. So that's why I've just chosen every other race other than that.
I like the Dunmer.
Yes.
Baron, no. Shh.
Yes. No, that is the absolute truth.
Shh, Baron. Yeah, but September says yes, dragon is the true Dragonborn. So says a true dragon. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean, And Angelique says, I mean, her scream is pretty strong. I mean, that's true. That's true. Hey, Creep Spaghetti. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, dude. So yeah, I'm the true Dragonborn.
Yeah, no comment. No comment.
Oh, no, it's fine with your defeated sigh.
Okay. You know, for everyone in the chat that, speaks the truth and says that I am the true Dragonborn, that Somber is the true Dragonborn, I will feature you in one of my eventual upcoming narrations.
But you said you were going to feature me anyway.
Hey, then I'm gonna need you to go ahead and type in that chat.
No,
Somber is the true Dragonborn.
No. Look, I've been waiting for lines from Somber. Like he's supposed to. He's like, "Hey, do you want to be part of a collab?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I've been waiting for like 2-3 months for these lines. I'm like, "Are you going to send me these lines?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it." I'm like, "Okay."
Well, I mean, at least I told you the story, So I mean, that's a plus too.
So Baron.
There we go. I'm seeing a lot of I'm the true Dragonborn
Whoa,
in this chat
God,
now.
rude.
Thank you all.
Treachery. Treachery. So Baron says, "Kay, this is starting to drag on. Tell us about the murder feat." Yes, Angelique, he is. He's very naughty, and I call him out each and every damn time he does it too. All right,
well, we could start with the story. I guess I could start with one of the shorter ones first.
Okay.
So
I suppose I'll let you start with one of those.
Okay. So we could start with the flooded city. I'm not too sure what you titled that one or wrote that one down.
I just wrote that one down as flooded city.
That's great. That works. All right. So this was back in, I believe it was the early 1970s. I got to do a little more research on it. But there was a small town in Colorado that I used to live in when I was younger. It's about, I'd say, 2.5 hours where I'm from now. But what they wanted to do to kind of give the city a little bit more of a pop or an ambiance is to create a lake. And there was a small town, maybe about 6 miles away from the town that I was staying in, and that was going to be the town that they were actually going to flood over because it was kind of in a bit of a cavern in between the mountains. So they're going to go ahead and they're going to flood the entire city. They paid out everyone's insurances so everyone could get up and move and live new lives. It was, if you had a house that was worth $20,000, they were giving you $50,000, just to be able to flood the area. So the reason why this story gets a little bit crazier is there was an older woman. She was in her 50s or 60s, and she actually had a son with a learning disability. So he was an older gentleman. I'd say probably, in his, late 30s, early 40s. His mom had been taking care of him his entire life. And they lived in the town that was to be flooded.
Okay. Are we back again? We're back again. Okay. Can everyone hear me? I'm really sorry. Oh my god. So sorry about that, everyone. No. Yep, sorry about that. It was, my internet decided to cut out for some reason, so... Yes, everyone, we require a blood sacrifice.
Oh, alright, we're back.
We're back. Oh. There's a lot of ah! So it's probably good no one could hear that. So sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, we're back.
Yeah, I don't even know what was the last part of the story that everyone heard.
What I remember was there was The woman had a disabled son.
Oh gosh, okay, that was man, I was still talking for quite a while.
Before you noticed her. Hey, Sarah, sis, good to see you.
Yeah, I just kept going.
I like how no one panicked. Everyone's just like waiting around. That's dedication. I love you
Yeah.
guys. Everyone was like, you know what? Time to go. Bye. Although people are talking about sacrificing you now, though.
Hey, we got to do what we got to do. I'm all for it. So.
Like, yeah, that's fine.
Well, as you know, I'm the most nonchalant person in the world.
That's true. That really is true. So Eden says, "Can we start the story again?"
Oh yeah, I definitely don't mind. All right. So, let's get back to the beginning. Okay, so this story it originally started. I think the time frame was it was either in the
Gomez.
early.
Sorry.
Wait, oh, Gomez. Hello there, Queen.
Okay, keep going. Sorry,
Oh,
I just had to get.
you're fine. Just had to get that little scream out.
Yes.
Oh, Gomez, she's absolutely gonna love the cult story. That one's
Ooh.
gonna be exciting. If she didn't hear it before. Okay, so back to the story. So it was in either the 1980s or the late 1970s, early 1980s. And what it was is there was a small town that I lived in, and about just a few miles out, there was a smaller town next to it. And to give the town that I lived in, a little more visual appeal, they wanted to, put a lake in. And of course, they really didn't have any place to put a lake. So they decided that they were going to buy everyone out of their homes in that town and actually just flood the town. So what it was is it was in a bit of a cavernous area, so you can actually fill that up and have absolutely no problem there. People could go swim, do whatever. But the crazy thing about it is, even looking at it today, there's people that, have their scuba diving equipment and, they go look at all the derelict buildings that are under this gigantic body of water. So, back to the main portion of the story. But so they were going to flood the city, and there was an older woman, and she was in her late 50s, early 60s, and she had a son that was mentally disabled, and he was an older gentleman, and she had taken care of him his entire life. Single mother. I couldn't even imagine how difficult that would be for her at the time, especially with the stigma of single moms back then.
Mm.
Um, but he was not necessarily bedridden, but he had a, I guess you could say, very low motor function to where
Mm.
he couldn't really process functional speech or anything of the sort. So where the story tends to get a little bit dark is what she decided that she was going to do is she was going to handcuff her son to the bed, knowing well that they were actually going to flood the city. And she was just going to let her son drown, handcuffed to the bed, not even
Oh.
understanding what happened, or what that experience was. He'd just be waking up one day handcuffed to his bed and then engulfed in water. But thankfully, they actually had a crew that was, going through the city just to make sure no one else was there, making sure that they got out any pets or animals, everything of the sort. And they actually found this gentleman who was the lady's son, basically just handcuffed to the bed, sitting in his own excrement. They said that he had actually been there for about 3 days without being tended to. So
Oh.
dehydrated, had absolutely no food. And thankfully, the woman was caught and arrested. But what her ending quote was is, "You just don't understand how difficult having that child was," and that was her that was her final statement to the papers.
That's awful. Just hey, fearsome.
Yes,
Good to see you.
quite
Good to see you.
quite difficult to say the least.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
that's all.
Because I mean, I couldn't imagine that. I mean, especially considering how scared he would have been, and the fact that his mom's been taking care of him his entire life, and then just one day she's no longer there, and then you have people coming into your house that you've never seen before, removing you from being handcuffed off of your bed. So, thankfully, I don't believe that he understand the magnitude of what was happening.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, I don't know anything past of what happened to him. But that is where the flooded story ends.
Ooh. Does anyone have any questions for Somber in between between the other stories we're gonna force him to
Wait,
tell
wait.
us?
I thought you were serenading us in between the stories.
I will end you.
I'm halfway decent at telling these stories. I should actually just upload to this channel I have.
I know. You'd think you're like a narrator or something.
I know. Man, who would have thought?
So everyone after this, please help me in bullying Somber when it comes to uploading content.
Yes, feel free to. I will accept all the bullying head on.
So Fearsome says, I came in and I'm almost instantly lost. Nothing new. I mean,
Well, you can be here for all the other scary stories coming.
yes. So there's 5 more stories that Somber is going to share with us. But right now,
Oh God, I gave you 6 stories?
mm-hmm.
My God, what have I done to myself?
I know you were really hyper earlier, so like.
Yeah, it was all the coffee and probably a little bit of Red Bull in there, and now it's just the crash is coming along.
Yep.
Slower than expected, so that's good.
And I'm gonna have no mercy, and I'm gonna just keep pushing into all these stories around.
Go ahead. I mean, if you guys find me snoring on the stream, it's either that lady killed me or I fell asleep.
Or both.
Or both, yes, or both.
Okay. So, does anyone have any questions? Elizabeth says, I have no room to bully you about posting Somber. Yeah, Elizabeth, you need to put up a video. You like how I put up like one video like last week? I'm like, yeah, you guys need to put up videos.
I figured as long as we got one a week, we should be all right. And then eventually get to the point of where we're posting every day.
Oh, yeah, I miss how I used to be. I remember when I first started, I'm like, yeah, video every 3 days. And I was like, I do a live stream, it's fine.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I said, I'm feeling the exact same way. Besides the fact that I have all these stories I need to upload, I just got to get rid of the negative anxiety in the background and just click the upload button.
Mm-hmm. Just do it.
Yeah. I was surprised. Like this morning, I got like 96 subscribers. I don't even know how that happened or where they came from.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions.
You better not be sacrificing people just to get me subscribers.
Sometimes you have to sacrifice people, and sometimes it's for a YouTube channel.
Oh, Laura Applewood has a very good question. I'll let you read that one.
Laura, why? Laura says, I have a question. Will you sing for us, lady? No.
Oh, come on. I already got them all hyped up for it. You can't make a fool of me. You have to at least, at least when you say get a sippy sip, put a little bit of a soul into it.
All right, I will sing a little bit during the next sippy sip.
Oh gosh, see, I told you guys it was gonna happen.
Yep. but not during a gulpy gulp. Also, Fearsom's getting a pulmonary test scheduled soon. Oh, what's wrong with your breathing, Fearsome? Look after yourself, Fearsome. Please, you've been told. I hope your test goes well, though, and they find out something that can help you. The Creep Spaghetti says, you are a talented dude and an amazing narrator.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That definitely makes me very, very happy, you know, and that's the biggest thing is, you know, like I don't know, it sounds so dumb, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I have a talent for it. But you know, when they say that you're your biggest critic, I tend to judge my content a little bit too hard, and it gets to the point of where I'm like, man, you know, if I don't keep uploading solid 10 content, then people aren't going to be there to listen. You know, so in my mind, I'm just like, I'd rather not upload versus uploading bad content. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, that's just the way of the world.
Okay. Wait, what, Baron? Lady wants you to share your personal health information on the stream, is what I heard. What? Oh, now you retract it, Baron. Oh my. Okay. So Fearsome says difficult to breathe, asthma, allergies. One small sea lung past smoke. Ooh. Be nice, Fearsome. Be nice to yourself.
Yes, we definitely hope for the best for you.
Yeah. Hey, Vampirus. Welcome. Alright, so which story would you like to hear next? So I'll just make a little note that we've done this one. So there's the underground city in Colorado. So that's number 1.
Oh, yeah.
There's
also a very nice one.
There's the house connected to the city. There's the murdered family with the feet story. There is the girl in a cult story. And the haunted apartment. Hey, Dark Elf, good to see you, dude. Hey, Fear, good to see you too. Welcome, guys.
What's up, Dark Elf? It has been a while, my friend.
Yeah, Baron. Yeah. Okay, so Rando wants story 1. Arakvi wants murder and feet. Okay. I mean, I think I worded that in a bit of an incriminating way for people.
Okay, what was number 1 again?
Number 1 was the underground city in Colorado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me these back like at least 50 more times tonight.
I know. This is what you get for staying up late.
I know, letting my kids fool me.
They're like, Dad, I'm sick. And you're like, okay, let's play Minecraft. And the kid's like, but no, we're gonna play.
Yeah, long story short, yes, that, exactly. Now, one thing I do want to tell you guys, because I see a lot of people wanting the occult story, that one is a very, very graphic story. I mean, I guess not really the way that I'm wording it, but I try to make it as PG as possible, but it does really have dark topics in it.
It'll be fine. It should be fine. Fearsome says, Baron, remind me to get you first whenever we play Among Us again. Wait, Dark Elf, you're going to bed already? The party's just begun.
Just started.
Look how energetic Somber sounds. He sounds
Yes.
like let me sleep. I'm like, no, entertain us. Okay, so I think the murdered family feet story. Imagine you just walked in. Line. Okay, everyone, the murdered family feet story time.
Oh, I couldn't tell if it's a cult or the family feet.
Okay, we'll just go with the family feet story. Then we'll go on the go with the
Okay.
cult.
Okay. You know, and it sounds so terrible. Like, I promise you guys, Colorado really isn't all that crazy, but all of these stories happen in Colorado. So, you know, hopefully this doesn't stray you guys away from wanting to visit one day. But yes, crazy stuff has happened here. So, are we going with the feet story? All right, finally.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got murdered feet. Okay, so this one. Okay, so I'd say so about, I don't know, I'd say probably about 45 minutes south from where I currently live right now. There's just this abandoned building. You know, it's a very old house. You could tell it's a bit derelict, but still very nice. You know, it definitely looks like one of those places where, you know, the people just left. You know, left it where it was.
Mm.
But so the story behind this one is, it was back, I believe it was in the 1970s, and there was a family of five, or no, a family of four, excuse me. There was, you know, the mother, the mother, father, son, and the daughter, and they lived at this house. So, some time passes, and other family members are trying to get in contact with them and unable to do so. So, you know, nobody really understood what was going on. They tried to call them, no answer. You know, and weeks had gone by that no one was there. So, I don't recall if it was a family member that went to the house, or, you know, possibly a friend, but they went to the house to go check on the family just to make sure everything was okay, because, you know, normal family, nothing out of the ordinary, you know, very modern living. But uh, when the people actually went there to go visit the family, the only thing that they actually saw at the front doorstep was the feet cut off at the ankle. So from the ankle down, the feet of the mother, the father, and the two children, all just facing directly at the door on the doorstep.
And yeah, that's horrifying. And were
Yeah.
the bodies ever found though?
Nope, the bodies were never found. They never found out who committed the crime. And that's the craziest thing about it is, you know, you look at all of this stuff and thinking, you know, in our modern day and age, even just, you know, 40, 50 years ago, that something like that would have been solved.
Yeah, that's just the feet at the doorstep. It's like
Exactly. You know, and the crazy thing is, me and a few buddies, we actually went to the house, you know, and of course we went during the daytime, and you know, it was a really nice house. You know, so you walk directly into the house, and of course now there's like graffiti and stuff inside. But you walk directly through the front door, and off to the right, there's a staircase that actually goes downstairs into the basement. And me and my buddies, we actually, you know, went down into the basement, and we heard like, kind of like, not necessarily footsteps at first, but, you know, you could tell that there was definitely pressure on the wood to the way that it was creaking. And you know, we kind of just looked around a little bit more. There wasn't really anything down there. But then we heard running across the floor upstairs. So immediately we got up and left.
Like, nope,
You know,
nope, bye.
yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
DD's here. I can't see any mad chatter around though, but DD's here. Good to see you.
Oh, nice. Yes, yes. Thank you for coming.
Yes, yes. Hey, Valerie, good to see you too. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Lone Wolf. Not much, we're telling stories. Well, Somber is telling stories. I'm sitting here going, yes, that's horrible. It's a good story, but it's like, oh, that's scary.
Yeah, one of these days, I definitely like the whole thing with the castle. I really hope that we could still get that done. If you guys don't know, there's this gigantic castle here in Colorado, and it's called the Glen Erie Castle. And what I'm wanting to do is during the last week of Halloween, I'm wanting to fly. I guess not really fly people out here, but I'm wanting to go ahead and book the entire castle for a few nights stay for a few of us narrators and a few of us authors, so we can actually go through, navigate the castle, do the haunted tour, everything of the sort, and upload all to our YouTube channels. Plus, I think it'd be a really cool way for us all to kind of get to meet one another.
Oh yeah. Oh, DD's going back to work. Fearsome says, yeah, feet are gross, but that's a double nope. So, DD also mentioned he grew up in a haunted house. So sometime we're going to have to grab him. I'm not sure about Mad Chatter,
Yes.
but DD will come. I'm sorry. Oh, no, stop cracking me up. Anyway. So Lone Wolf asks, says, I love haunted stories. Somber, have you heard of Cheeseman Park?
I have not.
So Lone Wolf, I think you need to tell us the story. Tell us.
Definitely.
Alright, Fearsome, have a good lurky McLurk. Yes, work is bad. We listen to the stream. Listen to the stream instead. Okay, so
yeah, but
I'll mark it that you said that one.
Okay. Yeah, but growing up, I see a lot of people saying that they've been in haunted houses. I've grown up in haunted houses, my entire life. It's been, it's been pretty crazy. Definitely getting used to the fact of, things going bump in the night to the point of where it doesn't really scare me anymore. It's more of like, I wonder what that was, or I wonder what I could catch on camera. It's not like, oh my God, put the blankets over my head and, freak out. More now, I just want to investigate it and kind of get legitimate proof.
You're like, I wonder how many views on YouTube I could get with this.
Exactly.
That's the priority.
That's
That's the priority now.
Yes, always.
So Lone Wolf says, it's a haunted park in Denver. I don't know if I can tell you the whole story over text, though. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you could always, definitely DM me the story, or I could definitely just look into it, because, I mean, I'm only about an hour and a half, if that, away from Denver.
Ooh, nice. Okay, fearsome. Sounds like Lone Wolf needs to be brought on. Oh wait, is it? Oh, I'm gonna say. But yes, sometime Lone Wolf, I will drag you on, kicking and screaming, because that's the only way you come on. All right, Rando, have a good one. May the Force be with you too.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
The Force.
So would you like to serenade us into the next story?
Let's have a little think about that one. No.
Okay.
No.
Come on.
No. No. Why do you do this? Why do you encourage my chat to pick on me? They don't need encouragement. They really don't.
No, that's what I'm saying, is they are being blessed with your voice. So it's not that they're picking on you, they just want to feel that beautiful ambiance of your voice.
Why are you like this? Hey, hair raising. I said I'd do it sometime. I didn't say when. I said sometime.
Oh, right. Oh, you said that you'd actually
No,
sing when you did your sippy sip.
I haven't had a sippy sip.
Well, I'm gonna keep you talking, so you'll go for one any second now.
Yeah, no, I can't have a sippy sip without singing, but I can have a gulpy gulp. No, you've been fooled like your kids were pretending to be sick. So, Lone Wolf is happy to come on sometime without the kicking and screaming. I'm not used to that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
So,
mean, you definitely did drag me here against my will.
that is true. That is true. So, Arakbi says, I think a lot of houses are haunted. It's just that the level of paranormal activity for one house can be greater or less than other houses. That's true.
Yeah, very true. But my big question is why are there no ghosts from like the early '90s?
Mm.
Like that's the thing. Could you imagine, lady? You come all the way here to the U.S. and you're sleeping in your haunted castle, and out of nowhere you hear, "It's Britney, bitch." And then Britney Spears starts singing along like no one does anything modern. It's all just dangling chains and whatnot.
Oh god. Oh, more picking on me. People encouraging me to sing. Elizabeth says, "You better hydrate. Or I'm coming for those kneecaps." Whoa, Elizabeth! My goodness! Whoa.
See, I told you that voice, they want it.
Fearsome says, "I've also been a victim of lady." It's like a support group. Raise your hand if ladies bullied you on her stream.
That's what the chat is just a support group.
So Lone Wolf says, I think the boss level of all haunted locations is Skinwalker Ranch. It is the hub of all cryptids of the world.
Oh yes, I would love to visit Skinwalker Ranch. I think the US government actually purchased the property right now.
Oh really?
Like I think it's actually government property. But I've read up on a lot of crazy stuff that's happened there.
Yeah, it's like, I think it was called something else earlier, and then like the family lost all their cattle at certain points. There were deaths, unexplained deaths there. All these different things.
Yeah, actually seeing, these like the chupacabra and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like I would really want to investigate that stuff, but more in the daytime. I feel like coming towards the night, that one might throw me off a little bit because something can grab you from the dark. But I mean,
you'll be fine. I'll be there with you. I'll be there.
Yes,
it's like
that doesn't make me feel any safer.
You're like, why do I feel worse? Why do I feel?
Exactly.
Oh, BB. You dropped a little love heart. Baron says, "Hello everyone, my name's Baron. It's been about 5 minutes since I've been bullied by a lady." Excuse me? When was the last time I bullied you, Baron? Yeah, see, Dragon hasn't been a victim yet. I mean...
Yeah, exactly, yet. That's the big thing, is yet.
Yet. So, who... Okay, let's have a look at the time. Ooh, we have hit over an hour, not including the... Oh my god! Connect back! I hate this internet! Why do we have it run on emus? Oh my god! Why would it do it now? There's plenty of times for it to not work. Right during a scream. I'm so happy, like, that faded. So I was like, hey, Somber, you back? Guys, is everything okay? So you missed out on me losing my mind.
Oh man, that would have been the greatest part.
And everyone would just clip that part. They'd be like, alright, so who is ready for the next story?
Yes, you will have to name off those stories again because
I know.
I'm slowly losing brain cells.
Oh.
So I'm gonna tell them immediately.
Okay, so number 1 is Underground City in Colorado. Number 2 is house that is connected to the city. Then there's... Okay, so that's 1, 2. 3 is a girl in a cult story. And number 4 is the haunted apartment. So, pick. And... Alright, sippy sip.
Oh, you need to hit those vocals higher than that.
No, look. The worst part is I used to actually sing the sippy sip part until people pressured me into singing.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Hush
But
you.
yes, I am losing brain cells because last night I think since yesterday I've had like maybe about 4 hours of sleep. So yeah, I actually can't fall asleep because I have a bunch of caffeine in my system. So my brain is basically wide awake right now, but my body is falling asleep.
Hey, Gamma, good to see you, dude. Alright.
Oh, hey there.
Yes. Okay, so the cult story next.
Okay. Now I have to. So, you know, this one's okay, right? I don't want it to be like too crazy for the live stream.
No, it should be okay. I've had Lucid on, so like...
Very true, very true. Yeah. Very true. All right, all right. So we will start with the cold story. Okay, so this story actually started back when, God, I had to only be like, I was under the age of 10, you know, it was quite some time ago. But my mom, she actually worked for a battered women's shelter. So, you know, women that were dealing with domestic violence, abuse, anything of the sort, they can actually come and stay at this shelter for as long as they needed to with their children, if they had kids, absolutely free of charge. It was fantastic. So I think they had a total of, God, I'd say probably about 40 or 50 rooms, a gigantic kitchen, multiple living rooms for the ladies, kind of just to feel comfortable and relaxed, on-site security, everything of the sort. But one day they had a younger girl come in, and I believe she was 19 at the time, and she was just completely battered, bruised, everything. And what she was explaining is she was telling them that, you know, that her family was in a cult of I believe there was, you know, maybe 30 to 40 people that were in this cult. And she would tell about, you know, all of, you know, the weird things that would happen, you know, things would just progressively get worse over time, you know. So of course they accepted her in with open arms. But you know, one night my mom, she was actually you know, she was, you know, letting all the ladies kind of you know, wind down for the night, relax. You know, she was checking their rooms, kind of just to make sure everything was okay. And the girl, she actually had approached my mom, you know, saying that there was someone outside. And of course, you know, my mom just freaks out, you know, immediately calls security and goes to look out the window. Lo and behold, you know, there's actually someone standing directly outside of her room, across the street under the street light, and they're smoking a cigarette. So it's completely dark. They're completely silhouetted by the lighting, and really all you could see is like the right side of the body and then the light from the cigarette. So my mom called security. Security goes out. Of course, no one's there. Big surprise. And as the girl started to get more comfortable with living there, she really kind of started to open up. And the cult was doing everything from sacrificing animals, children, small children, anything that you could possibly think of. We good?
We're good. I'm just going.
Oh, okay. So they were actually, sacrificing people. And one day, my mom, she was downstairs, and the ladies, they were cooking breakfast for the women. So it was just a few times a month or maybe once a week that they would cook the ladies a gigantic breakfast, bacon, eggs, hash browns, everything you could possibly think of. It was like a buffet for them. And the girl from the cult, she walked into the kitchen, and immediately my mom said that her face turned pale and she looked sick to her stomach and ran back to her room, like legitimately sprinted. And my mom went to go check on her and make sure that everything was, okay with her. And come to find out, now this is when the story gets very dark. Come to find out, the reason why she couldn't really stand the smell of bacon is that when she was younger, when she was growing up, her father and her older brothers, they actually would use bacon grease to lubricate her when they sexually assaulted her. And, that was really just one thing psychologically that would really break anybody. I'm completely jaw dropped at the fact that she was able to survive that long. But going back to it, there was just a few more occurrences to where, she would find people outside of her house or outside of the women's shelter. She always felt that she needed someone with her whenever she was to leave, just because she really felt that unsafe and felt like they had, kind of like a stranglehold on a little bit of the community, that they had more authority, and that they'd be able to basically take her at any point in time. But there is a silver lining to the story, thankfully, is unfortunately I don't know specifically what happened to the cult, but the girl, she did make it out. I actually spoke to my mom about this one a couple weeks back, and they actually had, the FBI come in, and they put her in the witness protection program. So my mom said that that was the last that she saw of her, is that men in suits came, took her in a black van, she thanked everybody, and that was the end of it.
Jeez. I mean, you've told me this story before, but it's just like that. It's horrific. Just. Ugh.
Yeah, it never gets easier to listen to, for sure.
So just checking the chat. Yep, it's absolutely horrible. Okay.
Yeah, because just thinking about it, trying to really process any of that mentally, and it's extremely difficult, just because of the fact that like when you're a parent and you look at your kids and you could never imagine any harm coming to them, and for you to be the one that's causing them so much harm, that completely just it melts my brain.
I just. Why bring kids into the world if you're going to hurt them? Like, it just doesn't
Exactly.
make sense at all.
Exactly, and the fact that she was going through that for so long, because I mean, of course, she was born into the family, and she hadn't approached the women's shelter, got out of that until she was, I believe she was 19, maybe 20, but still dealing with that for so long, and of course, she had pregnancies in between there. Unfortunately, you know, we don't really know what happened to the children. Of course, you make the assumption that those children were the ones being sacrificed. Uh, but just looking into it any further really throws things off. And what I'll actually do is I think this could be the family that was actually going through all of this stuff. But I'll actually post that, or I'll let you post that to Twitter later about the news article going over that, because I think I might have found exactly what it was.
Okay. Oh,
So, if you
that's a
guys wanted to read into that more, there's an entire article on it.
pale turn of night. What a story to walk in on. Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely a hard one to get to. That's why I kind of, make sure that everyone's really prepared for that one. Just because when it comes to kids and assault and all of that kind of stuff, um, it's either you've heard it or you've completely blocked it out and you never want to hear anything like that again. So that's kind of my big warning for telling that story.
So, Pearson would like to know some more about. Alright, I think we need a palate cleanser. Which one of your stories is sort of more,
Well, I could tell you all of them, are pretty upbeat, from, I guess not really upbeat, but, definitely none of the other ones are as bad as that. So I mean, another little story, when I was younger. So this is the house that was actually attached to the underground city. So this one's more of a little bit funny, but I think I was only maybe about 3 years old, and my mom would tell me is that I always would run away from the bathroom, that I would never go to the bathroom by myself. And she really didn't understand why, that I would just come out of the bathroom screaming anytime I was in there. So, she started to do a little more research, because what I would explain to her is that there's a dark man in the corner. And as weird as it sounds, there was like a dark entity at the top left hand corner of the bathroom, and it was always something that would just terrify me. And then one day, my mom said that I came in with my water gun, and I just walked into the bathroom and I started squirting my water gun, and I stumped out of the bathroom. And I was like, "I'm gonna tell my mama on you." And she kind of just ran and grabbed me, and I explained to her what was going on. But that shows you the bravery of Somber, that I was willing to go toe to toe with the ghost just with my squirt gun, and my mom backing me up on that.
Oh, that's oddly heartwarming and very cute too. Oh, oh.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that was in that same city that all that crazy stuff happened. Like, all of these stories that I'm telling tonight, all have happened within, like, I don't know, I'd say maybe a 60-mile radius, if that.
Jeez, that's scary. This is one little area.
Yeah, it's definitely really odd, but one thing that that they actually say is that the area is cursed, and the reason why they say that is I don't recall the name of the place specifically, but it's right off of the highway. So if you're going south, it's probably about an hour away from where I'm at now, and they hung a bunch of witches during the whole, well, supposed witches during the whole Salem witch trials thing, and they actually hung, I think it was, God, like 63 women, and they just said it was an absolute massacre. But they're saying that that's where the area is cursed from.
Ooh. Okay. I just.
I think everybody's still in shock from the cult story.
I think so. So Lone Wolf says, you want to talk about kids? Slater Hill is jammed packed with spirits of kids. I don't know what Slater Mill is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Is everyone okay? Chat?
I know.
Chat, are you guys good? Who needs a hug? Give me a hug. Hug?
Okay.
Okay, you don't need... No, Laura, you are exempt from the hugs. Only those who want hugs get hugs. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I think that story might have broken a few people.
Yeah.
That's why that's always the last story of the night that I tell. Just because that one it's rough, it's hard to get through. And then, like I said, trying to just comprehend, that happening to someone and a kid at that, it really just breaks my heart even thinking about it.
Okay, how about we do the haunted apartment one?
Okay, that we can do. Okay, so one of and this is actually in the city that I live in now. But my first apartment, it was actually it used to be an insane asylum, and of course, back in the day when it came to the mentally unstable, there was really no study or really any care, to be completely honest. A lot of families really just sent their family members or kids or whoever it was there to die, like knowing, hey, as long as I don't have to deal with them, that's fine by me. So what this insane asylum was is it was just basically like every other thing that you would possibly think of when it comes to a badly run insane asylum. Like, I think a lot towards American Horror Story, American Horror Story Asylum. That's how a lot of people were treated there. So if you go into the apartment complex now, each individual apartment was actually a room for the mentally insane. So, of course, there was, bad things that happened, everything from lobotomizing to shock therapy, like going down into the basement of that place. Like, so you go down into the basement, and there's like tons of, the walls are kind of like caged off. And it's a lot of just old equipment from the insane asylum, which absolutely blows my mind that they wouldn't get rid of that. And really, the only thing that they actually got rid of that was pertaining to the insane asylum is the body chute. So, if you guys aren't familiar with what a body chute is basically it's a gigantic hole in the wall that they actually just toss dead bodies down, and then at the end of the week or end of the month, sometime during the month, they have a truck that would actually pick up the bodies and dispose of them. And it was crazy because I mean they're literally killing hundreds, well, maybe not hundreds, but I'd say dozens of patients a month, really just practicing all this crazy stuff on them. So it was my first apartment. It was very small. I think my whole apartment, it was a one bedroom, one bathroom with a tiny kitchen. Like basically like I could put my leg up and I'm already touching the kitchen sink from the previous wall. So it was very small, but all kinds of crazy stuff would go on over there. So I didn't have any neighbors that lived above me, but I would always hear walking. One thing is that my bathtub almost flooded, and I know it sounds crazy, but I could have sworn that I turned it off. For one, I'm an adult. I don't really take baths, so there was no reason that the plunger should have been in the bathtub. But I walked out to go throw my trash, was walking my dog around, and come back, and my freaking bathroom's almost flooded from water overflowing in the tub. And you would, I guess it's kind of it's kind of weird to explain if you really haven't experienced it before. But when people talk about, the hair raising on the back of your neck, or you kind of like feeling like a presence there, what I could equate it to is kind of like feeling like slightly lightheaded. Like anytime that that I'd come into the house at night, or wake up to go grab a glass of water, I would feel that kind of lightheadedness behind me, and it really always felt like something was there. So unfortunately, I didn't actually see like any spirits or any apparitions there. But it was always those kind of things that just go bump in the night.
Dun dun dun.
Okay. Baron says, take back what I said about bats. Okay. Okay, so I can occasionally take a bath. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, you told me you were taking a bath. I'm like,
Hey, don't tell people about my bath time.
We caught you out. I didn't even mention the rubber duckies.
Those damn rubber ducks.
It's like, hashtag somber exposed. Baron says, fun fact, the chute still works if the body is still alive. God damn. I mean, you're not wrong.
That is technically true. That is true. But that's another reason why I kind of want to try and get everybody together, during Halloween or during October, just because of the fact that the Colorado is such an old state, and there's everything from witch trials done here, cults here. One big thing that a lot of people don't talk about is the Freemasons. So I'm not too sure if you're very familiar with the Freemasons.
I've heard of them, but I don't know a lot about them.
So it's basically just like a lodge of men, but they practice more things of, like, I guess you could say, of the occult nature. So really, kind of how the lines are kind of blurred between I guess you could say, like, science and magic. Really they're kind of in the middle with the whole alchemy sort of thing. But it was really crazy because my stepfather, he was a Freemason, and it was so weird because unfortunately he passed from cancer, but even on his deathbed, he was still making those trips to that lodge that is 2.5 hours away from where we are, of course, of where we were at the time. And it was unbelievable, because that's the thing. Like, you would think somebody that's going through chemotherapy, losing their hair, always on a breathing machine, that they would still have so much commitment to an organization to where they would travel 2.5 hours, not knowing if he was going to make it there or back to his family. I just think that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's yikes.
Yeah, and I mean, it's terrible to think about because I've always asked him, what it was that he did or what all of that was about, and he never told me. He took all of those secrets to his grave. And I mean, it's one of those things that I guess if you have that much dedication, you can't really hold it against the person, to basically say, tell me the secrets that you've promised to keep your entire life. So it still would have been nice to know, but it just tells you the dedication of those people, that's the way that they're willing to go out, is just in complete silence.
That's I don't know. I want to know more. Hey, Jackson, welcome to the stream. You missed a couple of stories, some gentle bullying of Somber. So, you know.
Lady singing at slightly high notes.
Look, I used to sing the sippy sip before everyone used to pester me about singing. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Well, then we won't bring it up again, and then one day you'll just,
I'll break into
just sing
song.
it out. Yes,
just the entire
exactly.
stream will be.
And it
Dog
has to just
Waters.
be completely like frozen.
I can't sing very much. No, what was I said? I will sing if I have 100,000 subscribers and I'm fully monetized.
Yes,
Then
yes,
I will sing.
yes. That'll be the day.
Yep. Well, this year, so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, then we'll definitely have to make that happen.
Oh no. Oh, Jackson. This is Somber. He is a fellow narrator, and who
Yes.
needs to
Hello.
upload more regularly.
I know. But I do have a story coming tomorrow. It's not necessarily crazy. Like I don't have a specific schedule, but I really want to do that Monday through Friday thing that you and I were talking about. Because I have the content, I guess I just don't want to deal with the rejection if it's not as good as, the rest of the stories I've done.
Oh, stop it.
But I do have a story that will be on the channel tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do a premiere for it. I might just upload it. But it will be a good one. It's actually about, I won't spoil it on second thought.
Ooh.
You'll just have to be there to see it.
Oh, you tease. You tease.
Yes.
Oh, no, Laura, there's not gonna be a musical. You guys are way too into my singing. Way too into my singing. Also, feel free to ask any questions that you may have for Somber too. Somber?
I am still here.
Okay. When you went quiet, I was just like, oh no. He's fallen asleep.
Did the stream go out again?
No. Like I was like, if it goes out again,
Yes.
I'm just gonna start like just screaming into the void, just like. Oh, so it turns out we have him for another hour. I'm kidding. We have him for another 20 minutes. So
Yes, so ask me all the questions you guys can possibly ask, or we could just fill up the remainder of the 20 minutes with whatever stories I have left.
Ooh, that's true. You have the underground city story and the house connected to the city story.
Okay, well, I could just include those in one,
Okay.
because they pretty much coincide with one another.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh no, for a second I'm like, oh no, it's like that you fallen asleep, it's cut out. It's like, alright, good night, Lone Wolf, thanks for coming. It's always good to see you here, and who knows, maybe someday you'll be dragged onto the screen. Somber might be here, you can help me bully him.
Yes. Oh, I do have one story that I didn't mention to you, and it was my first out-of-body experience.
Ooh, okay. Tell us that story, and then we will get to the questions in the chat. So chat, keep asking questions. Please.
All right, so are you guys ready to hear my first out-of-body experience? I guess it's not really too terrifying, but it's definitely very unsettling. So we will get into it. All right. So, as you guys may or may not know, marijuana is legal in Colorado. So I never really partook in it until, God, I think it was legalized in 2011, maybe 2012, and I hadn't even considered it until like 2016. Um, but what happened is, if you have so much THC, I would actually, really take the edibles to help me fall asleep at night. So I have really bad insomnia. So, it started to get, I guess you could say, too expensive buying it from the actual dispensaries. So a friend of mine, she made them from scratch, and she would, basically sell them to like the cancer patients because it was specific for pain. Basically just try to relax you to the absolute fullest. So, I meet with her and I bought these little cookies off of her. And they were supposed to be 25 milligrams of THC. I was like, okay, that's cool. Because 25 milligrams, I could take that no problem from the dispensary. So I should be absolutely fine. So I took the edible, and what happens with edibles is when they're combined with fat or any kind of food, it digests through your body more efficiently, I guess you could say. So what I did is I ate it, and then I drank a very thick protein shake after that. And I'd say maybe about 15-20 minutes, I'm like, oh my God, it's like I feel great. This is very relaxing. I feel absolutely mellow. So anyway, she my the lady that was sold me the edibles, she called me. She's like, "Hey Chris, how's it going?" And I was like, "I'm doing great." I was like, "I love the new edibles. They're absolutely fantastic." I was like, "I just took this 15 minutes ago and I'm already feeling it." And she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Well," she's like, "don't freak out." She's like, "But that wasn't 25 milligrams." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." She's like, "It was 500." And my brain just fell into a million pieces. Like it was absolute insanity. So, when people talk about, like having anxiety and stuff, with too much THC, it was a living nightmare. And usually like I've never actually smoked weed, but from what I've been told is you smoke weed and it gives you like a high for like 30 minutes to an hour. Edibles, on the other hand, last upwards of 8 hours. So 8 hours of unrelenting stress and torment is what I experienced. So this is how everything goes. So of course I finished freaking out. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. So I go upstairs and of course, I try to work out. And I went to my pull-up bar and I pulled myself up and I felt every fiber or every muscle fiber in my body that was contracting at the time. And I freaked the fuck out. I'm like, this isn't normal. I'm not supposed to be feeling this right now. So I'm downing water because I'm just trying to, kind of, have it go through my body to where I can just kind of get rid of all the additional THC. I'm downing water, and I told my girlfriend at the time. I said, "Okay, I have to go upstairs and lay down for a minute," and she's like, "Okay, that's fine." So I go upstairs, I lay down. I'm there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I get up. I'm like, "Oh God, I feel so much better." So I went downstairs, and I'm like, "All right, I just needed to sleep for a bit." And she says, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I feel great. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, she said, how long have you been up there? And I said, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours. And she looked at her watch and she's like, it's only been 4 minutes. And all of it started over again. I started freaking out, going insane. And I just told them, I was like, okay, guys, like, well, you guys can go get ice cream or something. I don't want to freak you out or anything. So I sit on my couch and I just put my head back for like maybe just a few minutes. I mean, for all I know, it could have been 2 hours. So I'm sitting on my couch and I put my head back and I literally feel myself kind of like sinking into my couch. And I had a little bit of a sound system or a sound bar connected to my TV, and it was playing some movie. And I literally was feeling the vibrations in my body. And I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. So I finally fall asleep and I open my eyes and I'm at the top of my stairs. I'm like, what the fuck? Am I sleepwalking now? I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So I look down and I see myself sleeping on the couch. So I'm looking down from the stairs and I see myself sleeping on the couch. And it was so weird because it was like I guess kind of everything was a little bit like hazy around me. So I could see myself in my living room clear as day. But in my peripheral vision, it was kind of like a little bit of a dark haze. I guess you could kind of like compare it to like a dark smoke or something of the
Mm.
sort. And as soon as I saw myself, I I opened my eyes, and I mind you, I see my body opening my eyes, and then I'm back in my fucking body, and I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And yeah, lo and behold, it was something crazy. Like only like God, I think I was sleeping for like maybe like 6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, as long as it took them to go get ice cream down the street and then come back to the house. And yeah, yeah, that was my terrifying out of body experience.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Like like I guess you could say with the movie Get Out, when they're saying, when she tells him to go into the sunken place, that's exactly how I felt when I sat into my couch.
Sorry. You were like,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
who's that
it
handsome
was
man in my
class.
house? Oh, that's me.
I'll definitely be sure to add that to the story the next time I tell
Oh, I see, I
it.
see. Hmm.
But yeah, it was just complete insanity, So I can understand why people don't tend to use THC. I can honestly tell you, like I've maybe used it a handful of times since that day, but never ever again would I go all out like that. And definitely buying from friends and stuff like that because it's just crazy to think about. I actually had one of my friends, and he decided that he was going to make his own edibles, but his issue is he didn't really know how to measure the level of THC. So, what he was thinking might have been like 50 milligrams, could easily have been like 1,000 milligrams or more. So, he said that he took that and his brain broke. He's like, I just wanted to jump out of a window so it would all end. And it's so crazy because that's kind of the mindset that it puts you in. It's just like, this needs to end now. This isn't normal. Please stop.
Um, yeah, that's you gotta be careful with
With
hey,
with recreational drugs.
yes, be careful. Hello, Tales from the Shadowlands. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Oh, so you were asked a couple of questions, by the way.
Let's see what those questions are.
So Angelique says, Somber, have you traveled across the US to gather any stories?
Unfortunately, I haven't, but I would absolutely love to do that. Like I said, the scary thing about it is all of the stories that I've told have all happened uh, where I'm at right now. So even just like hearing that, it just really makes you feel like just a little bit uncomfortable, or I guess you could say a little bit too aware of your surroundings. Just because when you know the backstory of a lot of the dark things that happen here, it tends to be very unsettling. And next time, I actually have a story for you guys that I completely spaced out that is actually a cult story, and it's called The Honor Farm. You can actually look that up on Google if you just type in the Honor Farm Pueblo or the Honor Farm Colorado. It'll bring up a lot of information about it, but it had to do with a lot of sacrificing and very similar to the other cult story.
That cult. So, September asks an interesting question. Somber, how about you sing?
Ooh, I definitely could sing, but I don't have any songs to sing. But
Mm-hmm.
next time, for sure. Next time.
I'll hold you to that. Chat, do not let him forget. Do not let him forget what he has promised. So, Iraq V asks, Somber, what kind of tree are you?
Birch tree. Birch tree, yes.
Interesting. Like ticking a little. Oh, so Lady Nevermore is going to bed? Oh wait, but she was back? I don't know if you've gone to bed, Lady Nevermore, but I hope when you do go to bed you have a nice sleep. That sinking feeling. Okay. I think I'm caught up. Oh, Lady Nevermore asked, Somber, are you from Colorado?
So I was actually born in Arizona, but definitely have spent majority of my life in Colorado.
Baron. Baron says, people always saying you're a little birch.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Sometime, Baron, I need to have you on again. Like, I'm not asking
Yeah,
you, it's like, you need to come back on, Baron.
yeah, but what I think would be really cool to do is maybe have like maybe three or more narrators on, and what they could do is everyone tell like an individual scary story, based on where they're from.
Ooh, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, I think everybody get a pretty big kick out of that one.
Oh, we sucked Lady Nevermore back in. Excellent, excellent. So Jackson's going to bed. He says, okay, good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Don't let Spookaria bite. You know what you need to do if they what that. Oh, okay. Jackson. It slightly changes every time Jackson leaves the chat. So Baron is coming on in October if we're lucky. Oh, Drag September says, I will remind you, lady, the next time he's on that he promised to sing. Hey, Entropic! It's good to see you. How are you?
Hello there, Entropic. And yes, I'll totally sing on the next stream you have me on. Like that's no problem at all. But you're singing with me.
No. You're not dragging me to sing. I did not sign up for
Oh,
this.
okay. Lady Nevermore is a Colorado girl. That is so exciting. Like I said, there's so many of us that are, from Colorado, or at least in Colorado. So I know, hell, even what was it, Swamp Dweller, Slumber, and Bad Vibes were all saying how much they really love Colorado. And I'm in the same boat. Like, there's just so much crazy stuff. Like, one really crazy thing is the Denver International Airport. Like, if you look into the backstory of that, it is absolute insanity.
Oh, is that the one where they had that giant like blue horse?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
And it's so crazy because the original airport that was on that land was absolutely fine. There was nothing wrong with it. It was perfect. And they're just like, oh, we're just gonna completely tear it down and build something new.
Like the murals they used to have, like with all the war murals, it's uh
Oh yeah, yeah. I actually have pictures of those murals. you could find them everywhere. But I decided to take them for myself because, of course, I'm big on all the conspiracy theory. I mean, even if the stuff isn't, in the slightest bit factual, it's still very interesting to research.
That's true. And a lot of fun too.
Yes.
Let's see. So, and Tales from the Shadowland says, sing! No. No. Entropic says, doing well, glad to hear you guys. Good to hear you too, Entropic. Sometime I'd like to work with you on a collab. And Fearsome says, I want to live there, and I know about the airport, and I've seen the horse. I think the horse fell and killed the sculptor or something as well.
Yes, it did.
So Lady Nevermore says, did you go to HearstCon, the DIA, the crazy death horse? Ooh.
No, I did not even know about that. But definitely, I mean, that's kind of why I want to get everybody together at Glen Erie Castle, just so we could everybody could really share their stories. So basically, it's really open to whoever can make it. So the castle would be paid for. Of course, you just have to pay for your flight to Colorado.
Ooh. So September says, Colorado is a beautiful state. I can't wait to visit it again.
Yes, it really is. It's so nice. And then, of course, not to promote the castle, but I guess you could say near the castle, it's called the Cliff Dwellings. And what it was is, hundreds of years ago, when these Native Americans, they were building their homes inside of mountains. So, you go to the cliff dwellings and it's so crazy because it's literally spots like chiseled out, like you have an entire home just chiseled out, of part of this mountain. And that's where people made their living. And it's just so cool to think about, something so simple, but it's just mind blowing.
You've shown me bits and pieces of the castle. It's like, I want to see it. So Fearsome says, it's so big and creepy and its eyes glow red. I think she's talking about the horse.
I hope.
It's like, wait. Are you talking about me, Fearsome? So big and creepy and its eyes glow red? I'm kidding. Mostly. So Lady Nevermore says, I would donate time and my hearse to any function. Interesting.
Okay. Yes, that would be absolutely awesome. I do have a few people that said that they definitely would go, which would be absolutely fantastic. Because one thing that's actually really cool is the castle. They were saying that, of course, depending on how, I guess how much traction we could bring to the castle, like doing live streams and all of that over the few days that we're there, that they'd be interesting in doing something every year during Halloween to actually have us go back absolutely free of charge, just to live stream and do all the promotion for the castle.
Nice. You should be taking commission with how many times you've mentioned the castle.
Oh yeah, I know. It's awesome.
So Tails says, cool, live in cave.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like what I want to do is I want to do do a live stream kind of showing the inside of the caves, because I mean, like it's like a legitimate city in some of these spots. So like Just imagine, like your entire apartment, but just being carved out of, cave walling instead of your standard walls.
So Fearsome says, no, the horse, and then me. I've lost track of what we were talking about, Fearsome. I'm so sorry. I wish it was a bit more instant, so like I'm not having conversation and then going, what? So sorry. Laura asks, is said castle haunted?
It is. Actually, if you go to my uh, go to my Twitter, I'll have to find the exact date for it, but I posted pictures. I was actually taking pictures and videos during my visit, and you can actually see these different colored orbs at different spots in each of the pictures, which was really crazy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had no idea until I got home and was going through the pictures. Otherwise I would have done a lot more investigating.
So Entropic says, a collab would be awesome. Got tons of stuff I can send you. I have some cryptid stories I wrote. I can send both you and SomberReads if you guys want them. Big fans of both you. Well, we're big fans of you too. All
Oh
right.
yes, I would definitely take them all.
So does anyone have any final things that they would like to say to Somber? Because the tree's getting rather sleepy. We need to
Yes,
tuck
this
him
old
in.
one. Yes, I need my beauty rest.
Are you lying down in bed right now?
I wish.
You're like, God, lady, shut up. I want to go to sleep.
Oh, but we do have, let's see. Okay, Lady Nevermore says, this is Bishop's Castle, right? No, not Bishop's Castle. This is Glen Erie Castle. Let me go ahead and get that. Bishop's Castle is really cool. Actually, when I was telling you about that before, that a guy actually just made this castle himself.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, it's actually really cool. I mean, I don't necessarily trust his engineering at the highest points of said castle, but it is very nice to look at.
So Laura says, so the tree is going to leaf?
I swear these puns never get old.
Yeah. At least we haven't. No, at least we haven't mentioned the sap yet.
Yeah. I don't think they're ready for that one.
So people just come and stream. Oh, what's this stream? And us.
This is the R-rated sap stream.
Okay, so any final questions or comments for Somber? But also, hang on, I'm gonna drop your links because why not? So keep talking while I drop the links, please.
Laura Applewood says, we don't talk about the sap. Things get sticky when one does.
So this is his Twitter. If you'd like to follow him, he posts a lot of memes. If you're into the memes that he steals from me.
Yes. Most of them are stolen from you.
Yep. Need your own material. Need your own material. So here is his channel. So if you haven't subscribed just yet, I strongly recommend you do so. So Somber's channel, Sappy Sap. Time for some Sappy Sap.
Yes, that's definitely doing that.
It's all good, Eden. I figured something came up. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, so I haven't seen any more questions or comments for you.
All right, now I can finally sleep.
No sleep for you. You're never allowed to sleep now.
I wouldn't be surprised if you just called me directly after the stream.
Yep.
Just wake up, bitch.
Why are you? Why? Alright, so I'm going to let Somber go. I'm going to talk for a little bit longer because I want to talk about my birthday collab in a bit more detail, but everyone please say goodnight to
Awesome.
Somber.
Good night, everyone, and thank you again for having me on to tell all these scary stories.
It's alright, it was my pleasure having you on again.
Hopefully I haven't scarred them too much, but next time we got another cult story, so everybody better be prepared.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Alrighty.
All right, good night.
Good night. Bye. Okay. So that's Somber. Go on. Thank you so much for coming on, Somber. As always, it was my pleasure having you on. He is a lot of fun, as you can tell. So I just want to, so if you are a narrator, I am still currently taking stories for my birthday collab. Last year, it was over 5 hours long. So I don't know if it'll reach quite that length. I'm trying to find the info. So if you would like to join in, please check it out. So there's some more info on that link. Hair raising, I don't know how long it's going to be. So I'm basically taking audio from now and until the 29th of July. So then afterwards I'm gonna be putting this massive video together. And yeah, so that's basically what's gonna happen. I'm getting a bit of lag right now and I'm a little worried, but it should be fine. It should be fine. Yes, Elizabeth, I would love to have you. I'd love to have all of you. So make sure you get a story. So the absolute max length is about 15 minutes, but like on the earlier things I said between 5 and 10, but like 15, you know. I'd rather have people have a story that they're happy with. The theme is horror, fictional preferred, but I don't mind some true stories scattered in there. But yeah, fiction, birthday themed, you know, just horror really. Please nothing with sexual violence if possible. I greatly appreciate that. What else? Trying to think. Oh, make sure you send me a link to your channel and some artwork to represent you, and also make sure you have permission from the author to use their story, and also for it to go on my channel, mainly because I don't want to have any awkward moments with authors where essentially they didn't know their work was going to be put on my channel. So it's all about, you know, respecting them. Laura. So Hair Racing says, I'll be sending you something. Do you have all your guidelines on your Twitter page? Like, should we add background music or sound effects? Oh, good question. So sound effects are okay, but I will be adding the background music, mainly so each story flows into the next one really well. So sound effects are okay. Background music, no, I'll do that. Ooh, so September says, I may have a story in the works for your collab. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm very excited. So I'm hoping if the video goes over 3 hours, I'm going to have it, hopefully like it'll be like it won't be 5 hours again, because that was quite a long time to sit through because I premiered it, and it was during the global issue last year, like when it was really like bad, so I don't think people quite have the time that they used to sit through all of that, but you never know. You never know. I'm trying to think of any other questions. But basically any, like last year, it's open to any size narrator as well. So you can be a brand spanking new newbie, or you could be like a veteran and everything in between. What else? I think I've covered everything. Laura. I think I've covered everything to do with the collab. I'm pretty sure I may have mixed something out. Hang on, let me look at my thread. Let's see what I babbled on about. Okay, I think I covered everything. Alright. Yep. Oh, and I will probably ask for proof of credit, proof that you have permission as well. I'm not saying you as any, like, I'm saying like you as in a general you. So yes, non-narrators are fine too, Laura. Let's see. Baron says, do not discuss global issue. Well, I mean, I figured it's the best way to like refer to it. Everyone knows what I'm talking about, but like Susan won't get too angry at me for it. So, I mean, there's that. Hair raising narrative says, are you choosing your favorite story from the collab? No, all the stories are going to be featured. So like it's going to be like a big like mass collab. But I will be writing, I think, a couple of stories for the collab. So yeah. Oh, Lowen, you missed some spooky stories. Somber has gone to bed. He was a sleepy tree. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But he will be back, he'll be back with us again. So yeah. I had a lot of fun. And I hope everyone had a lot of fun having him on too. Laura. Well, I hope so, and that I hope that, you know, my horror narration channels get left alone in all of this. So you guys may not have known, but I've started to dabble in some ASMR. So for those in particular who are fans of the Harper Codex, I actually have I had a story that was premiered. So hang on, I'm just gonna grab the link. So if you haven't seen this yet, so here's Glen Harper ASMR roleplay vid. So please check that out if you haven't already, and leave me a nice comment if you would be so kind. If you enjoy it, especially. Penguins. So Gamma said, got permission for use on my channel. Any of the author stories, just waiting on approval to be put on a different channel. Thanks, Gamma. I really appreciate that. Are you going to bed now, Fearsome? If you're going to bed, good night, Fearsome. Sweet dreams. Lauren says, oh, I missed a lot. You have. But don't worry, he'll be back again sometime. As for my guest next week, I don't know who it is. I think it might be Lucid Lupus. But I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to have a think about who my next guest is going to be. But I'm excited. My health has started to improve a bit lately, so I'm not quite as... I don't know, I'm not dealing with as many migraines lately, so... Yeah, it's nice to not have to rush to end a live stream anymore. So hopefully they will continue to not plague me. Okay, it's all good, Fearsome. Taylor says, what time next week? So all my live streams start, like I'm based in Australia, along the eastern coast. And they always start for me at 11:30 a.m. I'm not sure what time that is for everybody else, but yeah. Hey Hunter, so Somber isn't on right now. Somber is currently in the soil just relaxing and, you know, sleeping. So there's that. But it sounds like it's been so hot over there. Insanely hot. Oh, nice. Tales from the Shadowlands. So Tales from the Shadowlands got a tattoo in Sydney and went to Perth too. I haven't been to Perth yet. Sometime I hope to go. Baron says he had to leaf. I love all the tree puns when he comes on. It's like every single tree pun gets used. It's amazing. Yes. Eden says, someone send Australia some of that heat, please. It's so freaking cold here. And she says, come to Perth, lady. Eden, you know I'd be 100% down for it. I know that's where you are. I know. Dun dun dun. And I just suddenly appear on your doorstep. Hey, I'm here. This demon on your doorstep, let me in. Let me. Okay, that's... Alright, Elizabeth, thank you very much for coming. Sweet dreams. Be good. And get an upload a video, Elizabeth. Do it. Do it. Do it. I do, Eden. I do know where you live. You also know where I live, too. So, there's that. Okay, any final questions or comments, guys? Because I think it's time for this little demon to get ready for the day and get some things done in the real world. Well, this is the real world, but you know what I mean. Again, thank you so much for coming. It really means a lot to me when you all come and hang out and listen to me and spend time with me and my guests. Some of you have been here since the start, and so that's over 2 hours. And especially when I was having my technical difficulties. So it was really nice coming back and seeing everyone still here. It was like, oh wow. It was really touching. That's true, Laura. That's very true. Alright, Lauren, I hope you enjoy it. What's gross, Baron? Alright, so... Yes! Give us the tree puns! The tree puns! Alright, everyone. Please, just as a final thing, my contact details are in the description below. If you would like to contact me, those are the best places to do it. Also, I have my latest videos available in the description below. Please check them out if you have some free time. And I hope you enjoy them. Again, thank you so much for coming, everyone. I'll see you on Twitter, on the Discords, or Insta. And stay safe, my little spooklings. And remember, I'll be watching you.